Alright, here is a quick review of the Ergonomic Innovations keyboard, wrist, rest, and mouse pad combination. So here's the box that it comes with. So you get both the keyboard rest and the mouse pad. It didn't come with instructions, or if it did, I might have missed it. But the back of the box has some information on why you would use something like this, and that it's made with a premium silicone gel cushion. The dimensions of the wrist rest, 17 inches by 3. Doesn't give you the dimensions for the mouse pad, but it's a little bit more than half of that. And some facts. And if you're curious, this one's made in China. Okay. Alright, so here is the mouse rest with a vertical mouse on it. And it's pretty straightforward. Not much to say about that until you bring in something to compare it with. So here is a generic low-cost mouse rest. So it looks pretty similar. And this one's about maybe 6 months old, so you can see it's been used lightly. But there's some huge differences here. So you can see the edges. I don't know if you can see that on the film, but it's pretty frayed. So when it came like that, and it's getting more frayed over time. It's a little thinner than this one. See if I can do this without hitting the tripod. There we go. You can see the difference in thickness. So you want to have a little bit of cushion. So thicker is better in this case. But let's look at the back of this one here. This is what happened to the cheap one. It cracked. Not good. And the material on the back is pretty similar to the material on this Ergonomic Innovations mousepad. And it's pretty reinforced right where the cheap one cracked. So I don't think it's going to crack even if I bend it a bit. So feeling pretty comfortable. This is going to last a lot longer than one of these cheap ones. So you don't really want to buy a cheap mouse pad. That's that. Well, let's look at this mouse pad against one of these brand name ones. Here's a Belkin mouse pad. So you can see the shape's different. I don't think that makes a big difference. You really don't want to be traveling too far with your mouse, so I don't think I'd pay a whole lot of attention to the shape of the mouse pad. But do notice that the Belkin offers you a wide rest here, so it gives you more flexibility to move your hand around. This one is, I mean, it's big enough, I think, for most people. But if you're like a really wild mouse person, then something like this might be better. But for most people, this is more than adequate for that. The Belkin is slightly thinner, so it is lighter than the Ergonomic Innovations pad, and has a different backing. So you can see this one has some of that grippy rubber, and then the Ergonomic Innovation has this plastic. Came with this plastic sheath on it. You're just going to peel it off, and then you'll get this semi-sticky surface to stick and not move around too much. In terms of moving on the desk, the hold and grip about the same. So actually, the one on the Belkin's moving a little bit with the same amount of pressure. So maybe this style is not as sticky as this style. And I've been using this for some time. It doesn't mark your desk or anything like that. It'll pick up cat hair or dog hair. That's crazy, but it won't move around. So that's the mouse pad. Really well done there. Okay, now let's look at the keyboard rest. Here is a mechanical keyboard, ergonomic keyboard, that is not yet on the market. We're testing. And here you're going to see, and this is a fairly compact keyboard. So, and here's that 17-inch wide Ergonomic Innovations keyboard rest. So you can see it up against the keyboard. Let's see if I can get it in the frame a little bit better. Alright, so I think you can see both ends. So just pull it here. Not much to say about this. You know, it's got a really strange shape here. Maybe it's for putting a pen or wedging it there. I'm not sure what the design factor is here, but what I do like is that it's curved along all edges, so nothing sharp. So when you're resting your wrist for hours on end, if you got a sharp edge here, you're gonna feel it. So it's good that it's curved, it's soft and squishy, and it has that same kind of backing there. So I think this will fit almost every keyboard on the market. The thing that may not work for you is if you've got one of those drawer desks that pull out for a keyboard, and then you might have just a limited amount of space to put your keyboard. So you've got to measure to make sure that you've got 17 inches wide that you can put your rest in, as well as 3 inches or so this way, so that you can fit this and your whatever keyboard you have. So that's about it. It's a pretty decent deal. I'll put a link in the description. We got this set for free to review, and I'm actually going to start using this as my daily mouse pad and wrist combination. Hope this was helpful.